For generations, we've often acted as exploiters of nature. But what if we became its stewards instead? This is the core idea of sustainability, meeting our own needs without bankrupting the future for those who come after us. It's a careful balancing act, often called the triple bottom line. For a stable world, we need a healthy environment, a fair society for everyone, and a thriving economy. If you neglect one of these, the entire system eventually collapses. So how do we start protecting what's left? Biologists have two main strategies. The first is on-site or in situ conservation. This means protecting an animal in its natural home. Think of national parks, which shield land from development, or wildlife corridors, green bridges built over highways that reconnect fragmented forests, allowing animals to move and find mates. The second strategy is off-site or ex situ. When a habitat becomes too dangerous, we have to intervene. Zoos run captive breeding programs for endangered species, like the Tasmanian devil, with the goal of one day re-releasing them into a safe wild home. And in deep freeze vaults around the world, seed banks store a genetic library of rare plants, a biological insurance policy for the future. This same principle of stewardship applies to how we live our daily lives. We need to shift from our take, make, waste economy to a circular one. The rules are simple. Refuse what you don't need. Reduce what you use. Reuse everything you can. Recycling is the final, last resort. Interestingly, this isn't a new concept. For over 60,000 years, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people in Australia have managed land this way, using cultural burning to prevent catastrophic wildfires and seasonal knowledge to maintain animal populations. Today, modern science is partnering with Indigenous rangers, combining cutting-edge technology with ancient wisdom. This shift from exploiter to caretaker isn't just a nice idea, it's a biological necessity for our own survival.